Hello everybody, we're doing another video in the car and today is going to be on the book called The Art of Living by Thich Nhat Hanh. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, and he's a Vietnamese monk, and I just read his first book, which is the previous book review that I did, and I just read the next one. Well, I don't know if it was his first one, I'm just saying that I've read a book by him and now I just read another book by him, and wow. Before I get into it, I'm just going to do a little quick life update. I'm currently waiting in the car because Ted is actually in the emergency hospital, probably waiting for an x-ray, because I said in yesterday's video we went to a trampoline park. He's only gotten like sprained or something his ankle. It's like the size of a balloon, and yeah, I think I manifested it by filming my video in the front seat of the car yesterday when I went to pick up my laptop from the car, and now I'm having to be the designated driver because he is crippled once again. Anyway, I'm not sugarcoating it or brushing over that, but there's not much I can say on it yet because we don't really know what's going on, so I will give you an update on this situation tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the book. The first book that I read by him was very much just like, it felt like Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. It was kind of just like bits and bobs of his mind. This book was a lot more structured, and I think it is definitely a newer book, and it was broken up into 7 sections, and they're called concentrations because I think in Buddhism, my phone ran out of storage again. I don't know how this happens. It's literally a brand new phone and I delete stuff all the time. Anyways, in Buddhism, I believe that they don't really have like rules that they live by or anything like this. It's literally just like a mindset and a way of approaching life. So I'm basically just going to go over the concentrations, and yes, I'm going to be like physically referring to the book because, like I said, I couldn't tell you a single fact that I've well, that's not true, but we're not going to test the knowledge. We're just going to use the information that we've got. So the first one is emptiness, and it says, I'm just going to say it and then read the little quote that it says here and then kind of explain my experience with reading it. Emptiness means to be full of everything but empty of a separate existence. So what I remember from reading this was that it's kind of just saying that everything is within you. And I found, I spoke about this before actually in another video, and it was like, you are a product of your mum, your grandma, your grandma's grandma, your grandma's grandma's grandma, like your heritage and your genetics and your bloodline just goes on centuries. Ridiculous, isn't it? And like, we are a product of every single experience that they had, if that makes sense. And it just really opens your eyes up to the fact that we really believe that obviously we are very much an individual and we are very much ourselves, but we are also everything all at once. Oh, I sound like a proper like hippie hoo-ha, but it's true. So yeah, like, we are the person we see walking down the street, you know, we are the person that we don't like at school, we are everything, we are a one consciousness. So yeah, that's kind of that point, and it's just living by that. The second one is singlenessness. Is that how you say it? Death is essential to making life possible. Death is transformation, death is continuation. It was kind of just saying that like, when we die we don't just cease to exist. It was that type of vibe. It's like we are an energy, and like life and death is what creates life, if that makes sense. Without death there wouldn't be life, and it was kind of just using all those comparisons. Without this there wouldn't be that, and basically saying that good and bad. This book is heavily emphasizes the fact that there is bad in the world, but without the bad there wouldn't be the good, and it's so true. Like, we wouldn't know the good without the bad. So it's just that as I was reading these, it was just helping me in my daily life like navigate these ideas and kind of just like chill a little bit. The third one is aimlessness, and it says you already are what you want to become. You are a marvel, you are a wonder. And I kind of saw it as like, not even a manifestation technique, but it was technically saying that like, what you have in this present reality right here right now is like everything that you need and everything that you should want. And it's kind of like just shifting that mindset of like, that we're not where we want to be. And I guess there are pros and cons to this, because obviously monks, they do kind of just live this blissful life with lack of belongings and stuff, and for a lot of us that's not real life. So it's easier said than done to just kind of accept your now. But if you can accept your now, then you're just going to be eternally happy. Do you know what I mean? know what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Or yeah, that was kind of the point. And it was just basically saying like only the present moment is real, which is so true. I mean, this is just common knowledge and common wisdom as well, like about stop focusing on the past and the future, and the present is the present because it's a gift, this type of shit. So yeah. So number 4 was impermanence. Thanks to impermanence, everything is possible. So this one is kind of like embracing the fact that we are impermanent beings in our physical human body, and to just again live in the now, to breathe, to realize that we are alive, to be grateful for this, to again accept that your relatives will pass, and this life that we have is just a little fragment of whatever the fuck is going on. And yeah, it's just kind of coming to grips with that. A part that I liked was facing silent fears and stuff, and it's just like a lot of us fear death. This was nice. The 5 remembrances, and this was within that chapter, and it says, I am in the nature to grow old, there is no way escape. I'm just going to read these out, skip this bit if you want to skip this bit. I am of the nature to grow old, there is no way to escape growing old. I am of the nature to have ill health, there is no way to escape ill health. This one hit me. I was a bit like, I don't want to like speak that into existence, but what they're saying is that you're going to get old, and like you're not going to be this young and healthy forever. Do you know what I mean? And it's accepting the facts. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. All that is dear to me and everyone I love of the nature to change. There is no way of escaping being separated from them. Growing up with your family, you know, you're going to be separated. It is literally the nature of life. My actions are my only true belongings. I cannot escape the consequences of my actions. They are the ground upon which I stand. Yeah, so I loved that in that chapter. I thought it really summed it up very well. Anyway, number 5, non-craving. As soon as we realise that in this very moment we already have enough, we are already enough, true happiness becomes possible. And again, just accepting the here and the now, and not always craving more, the dopamine hits, so this or that, like chasing something. It is just taking a step back and being very much happy with what we have here and now. And like I said, that can be a lot harder for others than some, because some people are very much well off, some people are very naturally blessed from the moment they're born. But it's kind of saying no matter your circumstances, you be grateful for what you have. And there are points in this book where it's saying, but the Buddha himself, like, he suffered greatly, but he suffered less than the average person because of the way that he approached this suffering. So yeah, I loved that. Number 6, letting go. When we know the art of how to suffer, we suffer much less. We are able to make use of the mud of our suffering to grow lotuses of love and understanding. This one was a big one for me. It is learning how to suffer, and it is just accepting the fact that you are going to suffer in your life. Like, you'll be naive to believe that you'll go through life without suffering, because like I said at the beginning, there isn't good without bad. Like, there is always going to be ups and flows, ebbs and flows, yin and yang, and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, basically saying mastering emotional intelligence, and the fact that you are going to have waves of sadness, anger, hatred, but it's learning to navigate those. And I love this because it's kind of everything that I believe anyway, and like in this one religion. But I wouldn't exactly call myself Buddhist at all, but I love what they preach. Finally, number 7. Sorry, I just got paid. Finally, number 7, nirvana is now. That's what it says. Nirvana is a pleasant state of coolness and freshness that we can all touch in this very life. Again, I feel like it's kind of repetitive, but the reason it's split up into different chapters is because he uses different examples and different perspectives to explain these points. And this one is just saying that, like, nirvana, whatever you want to see nirvana as, the heavenly state of being, a heightened state, you know, whatever you want to call it, is now. And it's not like an afterlife in heaven. Like, that's not what you're chasing for. You're not chasing for a nirvana that you're not at yet. It is just your now. Okay, I feel like I need to stop talking now. Long story short, I did love this book, and I've said this again before, but what I love is that whilst you're reading the book, it really resonates with your life. Do you know what was really funny, actually? I did a meditation when I started reading this one, when I just finished the one before, and at the very beginning, mind you, I do a different meditation every day from the app Insight Timer, and the guy was like, this meditation is inspired by Thich Nhat Hanh. Thich Nhat Hanh. I've never seen anything, heard anything, whatever, within my meditation anywhere online, and I found that really quite like alignment. But yeah, I really did enjoy this. I've just read 2 books on Buddhism in a row, so I might take a step back from that one and choose something a bit different. I don't know, we're gonna mix it up. But this was a beautiful read, and to be fair, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't pick up a book on Buddhism for like a self-help book, but they're pretty like, I've read quite a few and they are one of the best self-help books known to man. And after this I feel very zen, and now I need to go check on my boyfriend to see if he has broken his ankle. And yeah, that was it wasn't even a review, it was me just expressing these points. The Art of Living. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.